Right now, only a point separates the Edmonton Oilers and the Vancouver Canucks, but I mean, we are only 2 games into the NHL season, and I think last night proved that these teams are currently at least operating on very different levels. Edmonton-Vancouver was one of last night's late games, and I think it was maybe the most tilted I've seen all year. But there is some consolation for Vancouver fans. For one, the small bit, Evander Kane does bring a different dimension to the team. He was active last night, he was hitting, he always plays on the edge, but I don't think Vancouver minds adding that, and he played the most minutes out of any forward, which is obviously different than his role with Edmonton. The much bigger positive takeaway, however, has to be just how much of a monster Thatcher Demko has been. Last night really was an incredible game. Edmonton had full control. McDavid and Draisaitl looked great. They outshot Vancouver 37-15, but Demko looked good, only letting up 2 goals. He had an incredible save at the tail end of a power play, just over halfway through the third, completely robbing Draisaitl, who was sitting on the back door wide open. Save of the year so far, by far. Shots at the end of the first were something like 19-7, and Edmonton would grab the first goal halfway through the second. Honestly, looks to be a pretty innocent play. There's a Vancouver player deep. The Canucks seem to not be sure whether they want to try to get some zone time or to change. Either way, they get caught flat-footed. A 3-on-2 materializes out of nowhere for Edmonton. And that would end with Noah Phillip getting the first NHL goal of his career. Pretty cool story. They discussed it on the broadcast last night. He's getting his first NHL goal at the age of 27, having putted around the AHL and even for a while Canadian University hockey. The only other goal scored by Edmonton would come off just a really tough giveaway by Filipino. I love the kid. I'm hoping for his health. This is the kind of mistake he sometimes makes. But it finds Mangiapane out front, he drags and shoots, and hey, out of nowhere, that's his second goal of the year. Sure would be nice if Edmonton can get a little depth scoring out of him. Just a reminder, he was on that 21-22 Calgary Flames team with Tkachuk and Gaudreau. He had 55 points, including 35 goals this year, so he's a skilled player. When he signed with the Oilers for 3.6, a lot of people were saying that this was a great opportunity for the player after he sort of struggled on the blown-up Calgary team and maybe in a bad place on Washington. Anyway, I'm sure Flames fans are hoping and praying that he keeps up that 82-goal pace he's currently on with Edmonton. Interestingly enough, like Noah Phillip, Andrew Mangiapane had an interesting start to his NHL career as well. He was undrafted in his first year of eligibility before being drafted subsequently in the 6th round. Draisaitl would then score his second of the year on an empty netter, with Connor McDavid picking up his 3rd assist of the year on that one. Stats-wise, McDavid's been doing nothing out of the ordinary for him. He's still without a goal, but he has been all over the ice. I've loved what I've seen from the Oilers' top line, and I really like that McDavid and Draisaitl are getting PK one time as well. They're so dangerous, especially when a team is geared offensively, that I think it's a great move, and of course, they're more than capable of covering the ice. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the game. Let me know yours, please, down below.